What y'all think about my new jet ski? Got me an Lsp Revolver S1, and she is a bad mamma jamma. I mean, I have like pretty much zero complaints at this moment. Now, mind you, I've only ran 2 tanks through it. I did get this not on the list, like I didn't have to submit to be on the list and all that. Guy got it. It ended up being way too much of a ski for him, so he posted it on Facebook. I think I was one of the first ones to really hit him up and show the most interest, so I went and picked it up like 2 days later after he'd posted it and got a pretty good deal on it, so I can't really complain about that. But we'll do a few little walkthrough, talk about every little thing that I've kind of noticed and all that, and that I like. All right, so we're going to start with the things that I really like about the ski. And I'm comparing all of this to other used skis, all my modified skis, like my Super Jet, my Super Freak, all that. So that's kind of what I'm comparing everything to. This is pretty much my first brand new ski that's this kind of a ski. So just base your information off of that. But the aesthetics of it, it looks freaking cool as crap. I mean, the visual carbon kind of look, if that's what it's technically called, the carbon look is pretty badass, especially in the sun and all that. First thing though that I ended up changing was the hand pole was ran all the way out. I did push it pretty much all the way in, and I also had to tighten the handle pole, which is one of the things I really like about this setup. Let me get these. I did this. There we go. Got those straps out of the way. But if you look, it's got one bolt over here and one bolt over here, and then they've got a locking bolt. So you loosen this up, you tighten it up, and then you can lock it down with that. That is like really freaking cool. I've got pinch bolts on all my other aftermarket setups, and they're always coming loose a little bit, and it's just kind of frustrating. Now, mind you, I've only rode this thing for about 2 hours, so take that for what it is. It's not loosened up since I tightened everything up. You got your 3 little bolts here. You got all your adjustments here. It can come back out. I don't know about the exact amount, but it was out like 3 more inches out. It was way too long. Couldn't stand it. So we loosened these 3 up, slid it in, tightened them back down. Also adjusted the footholds so they fit a little bit better. Once we done those 3 things, the ski is awesome. Like, it feels so good. Trim, everything, the trim system, the steering system. This is the first one I've got that has the little rubber, you know, blow by, I guess what you want to call it, little rubber hose right here to keep blow by from, like, when you're turning, like water shooting through these gaps. That's pretty cool little setup. You obviously got to keep it lubed up or greased, however you want to do that. But the whole, I mean, it's just, in the water, it feels awesome. Like, it really sits down in the water. Now, my Super Freak is almost the same length as my Super Jet. So they can sit on the water pretty easy. You can remount them pretty easily because they want to plane out real easy. Where this, you've really got to get your body up over the front to kind of get it to plane out, which is really good for being playful and all that. So I really like that about it. As far as a beginner though, like trying to ride a stand-up, this might not be your choice, just because, like I said, it's easier to mount the stock Super Jets or the long Super Freak, if that was something you're looking at, compared to this. They're not much difference in length from tip to tip between the Super Freak and this. I think this is 3 inches shorter than my Super Freak Titan, but even though it's 3 inches there to there, the bottom shape and all that is probably very different. I haven't really got under there and dissected that a whole lot. But another thing I noticed under here, let me get a flashlight real quick. Down here, there's like dimples. The design from this little body line back is like little dimples. It looks pretty cool, but when I first walked up on it, I thought something was wrong with the hole back here. So that was kind of funny, just realizing that it was just me and not the ski. Yeah, another thing that looks, I mean, this all looks pretty dang cool. the hydro turf, the design of it. There's not a whole lot of padding back here, so you're not really going to be sitting on your knees riding around chasing boats and all that. You might be able to. I kind of cruised going forward some while I was riding, but this is nothing compared to the padding that I've put on the Freak. Footholds feel good though. I do like the footholds. They actually they're pretty dang nice. Out of all the Tiger Crafts and everything I've test rode, I actually really do kind of like these pretty good. The turf up here is a little iffy. I mean, you can see some of these soft spots that didn't seem to lay in all the way flush. But I mean, it is what it is. I can always try to fix that myself. So there's that. That's kind of an issue that I've had with it. But the hood seals really good. Like, it's kind of hard to get out whenever it's been sitting there for a while. But pretty certain this is all carbon. The hood, as light as it feels. But you got the 760 right here that's been done by SBT. This ended up being the number 22, so I'm assuming this whole ski is number 22. I didn't really ask a whole lot of information from the guy that I bought it from, you know, on the details of that. Dual 46s, got a speed plate, obviously a water box, and a lay-down pipe. Little old tiny, I think it's like a 2.2 gallon gas tank. Got a battery back here, Yamaha type E-box and all that set up right there. It does not have a bilge pump. Not really a big fan of that. Obviously it's got the scupper, but I still would like to have a bilge pump. So I'm probably going to install a bilge pump and add a switch somewhere. And a primer. Doesn't have a primer. It's already got the brass fittings on the carbs for a primer. So I'm probably going to install a primer. Those are the two things that I'm definitely going to do. But aside from that, I'm just going to rip this thing. I know a lot of my friends have joked saying I need to put some red on it because if you can't tell, I'm pretty obsessed with red. So might do a little something with graphics. I got to hit up the guy that does my graphics, which is Travis up in Canada. It's with TC Graphics. If you're wondering, right there's his graphics company, little logo and all that. Sweet setup right there. So I'm probably going to get him to make me a little something to kind of bring some red into all of this right here, and probably swap out the Hydro Turf grips with some red ones that I like, because I really don't like this type of stuff. It's pretty rough on your hands and all that. But other than that, I mean, it rips. I'll post some videos here in a second just showing all that. But for the people that have been wanting to kind of get a little more in-depth view of it right here, this is it. I mean, it's pretty much everything's blacked out in here other than the power cables are red. Other than that, if y'all got any questions, any other videos you want me to make showing y'all the ski or things about it that y'all are, you know, curious about, we'll do those. I've just got the single finger throttle by thrust. We got a Dirty Harry trim lever and all that. It's got the thrust. I think it's the easy pull system, where I've got the wheel system on the Super Freak. So it's just a straight pull and not going over the wheel. This is the 14 vein right here, mag. Yes, the 155 mag pump right here. Pretty cool pump. It's a thrust mag pump, if you can see that stamping back there. So super cool. And another really weird thing, I say weird, it's not weird, it's just different from other skis, but this is pretty wild. It's not like a regular bolt in, you know, 2 bolts here, 2 bolts up here kind of thing. It's really, there's I think it's 1 bolt just right, like right here on either side, and then the little silicone, and that's all there is. So that's pretty wild little deal right there. Okay. But like I said, if there's any other questions, any information y'all want to see, or video, short little clips about certain little things on it, just hit me up. Let me know what y'all want to see, and we'll start getting some videos of this out and about. I'm gonna try to ride it some more before it gets really cold. It's already cooling off pretty good here, so. But we'll see y'all on the next one.